going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. Today we'll be taking my Honda S2000 on a little drive. It's my day off and I want to go check out some buddies' shops. So we'll be hopefully able to do some shop tours, but what we'll be doing is let's go ahead and start up the S2000. It's gonna be taking some back roads, so I think the S2000 is perfect with the top down in this beautiful spring weather. And we still have the OEM front bumper back on because the Voltex Racing front bumper is still at my buddy Roy's shop being worked on. If you guys remember, we had a track day at Harris Hill, broke the front bumper, so being fixed, OEM bumper back on. But let's go ahead and give it a nice cold start. Let it warm up for a couple minutes before we drive it. It's gonna be a nice little cruise. Let the S2000 warm up for a couple minutes. I also do have to stop to get gas first before we go on a little drive. But yeah, it's been a little while since we've driven the S2000. Just got here to the gas station, gonna fill up on some gas in the S2000. Just got gas. We're gonna head to our buddy's shop, Driven by Design, right now. It's gonna be about a 20-minute drive to the hill country, so let's go ahead and head over. We just got over here to Driven by Design. Let's see if we can get a little shop tour. So they're cleaning out the shop because of their Porsche event tomorrow. So they're asking if I want to stop by for a Porsche event tomorrow for a little bit. It's probably a better time to film. So we're gonna head to another shop. Actually, my buddy's Evo is being built there, so it should be pretty cool. Smiley Auto Works should be about a 30-40 minute drive. So let's head over there. Pretty hard to find this shop. It's kind of hidden, tucked back here, but I think we got the spot because I see a lot of cool cars. I see Subaru STIs, I see Mark IV Supras, I see GR Corollas, so this might be the spot. Well, so we stopped by Smiley's Auto Works and got shut down by the owner. They didn't want any cameras there. Trying to keep the shop super low-key. So I understand. I was there to help my buddy check on his Evo build that's at the shop, but didn't get a shop tour and couldn't whip out the camera. So it is what it is. So yeah, I was trying to make some content for you guys today, checking out two shops so far, Driven by Design and Smiley Auto Works. Got shut down. It is what it is, but we will be checking out one more shop. So Speed is also kind of close by here. So hopefully you'll be able to get some, shots of some cool cars. They work on a lot of high performance cars, alignment, stuff like that. Alright, so checked out Soul Speed, just got to talk to one of the guys there. Didn't get a shop tour as well, but yeah, they pretty much specialize in track alignments, corner balance, mounting wheels, bolting on, stuff like that, so pretty cool. Like I said, couldn't get any footage for the camera. One last stop we're gonna do is I'm gonna pop by Classic Collision where we have my S2000's Voltex front bumper being fixed. So hopefully you'll be able to check out some progress on the Voltex front bumper getting fixed at the shop. Here's the Voltex bumper. It is still sitting at the shop. I know Roy's been pretty busy, but yeah, fiberglass damage hasn't been repaired yet. So it's gonna be a little while before Voltex bumper gets repaired. Also have a cool Evo 10 right here. Seems like it's getting body work and a fresh paint job. Alright, so we're back home, day in the life. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to fix a little bit of cut brash on these wheels. If you guys don't know what these wheels are for, they're actually for my Lexus RCF. Picked these up almost a year ago. We have the TPMS sensors from Lexus. We're just waiting on tires. So I should be getting them on the car pretty soon. Bought these used off another F owner. You guys can see there is some cut brash on some of the wheels. This is the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet sand it down myself. I already started on one of the rears, but you know, these are used wheels. That's bound to happen. So what I'm doing is, you could buy your sandpaper from Home Depot, Lowe's. I usually start with 400 grit sandpaper. I know it's a little bit rough, but some of my, depending on how bad the cut brush is, some of this is pretty bad. So 400 grit, wet sand it down, 600 grit, and then 2000 grit. Wet sand, just grab a little piece of sandpaper, starting at 400 grit, a little bit of water, dip it, and just get the sanding. Literally, that's all it is to it. And look at that, it's pretty bad. So yeah, if it's pretty bad, you can just use sandpaper. You don't even want to use water, but just slowly sand it down. Make sure not to get on the spoke itself. If you want to use painter's tape to protect it, you can. Otherwise, I'm just doing this chrome lip around just to kind of smoothen the edges. You know, especially some of the pretty deep cut brush. The 400 grit hopefully is able to get it out as much as I can. Alright, so first pass, use well, usually these are mint wheels, so I use a microfiber, but I'm just using a towel just to clean off some of the metal shavings whenever you wet sand it down. Essentially that's what you're doing. So a little bit better. You want to try to, especially if it's pretty bad, the whole point of sanding it down is to try to get it nice and smooth and even. So, you know, quite a bit better. A little bit rough here. So I'm going to continue sanding it down. 400 grit. Not perfect, but so much better than before. So yeah, whenever I have time, I might give it a pass again. But yeah, all in all, I think it turned out a lot better. Alright, so there you guys have it, a little day in the life. Unfortunately, we really weren't able to film at the shops. Like I said, it was an impromptu visit to those shops, so I didn't have an appointment. I'm not bringing my car in for service or anything like that. It was just pop by the shop. It was literally my first time. If I've been there before or have a connect at the shop, it might help. But yeah, hope you guys like this vlog. Very short and simple. I did have a good time driving the S2000 down the hill country roads. I probably clocked about 60 miles just driving around today. But leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video.